All right, it's January 17th, 2026. Richmond Generals 18U HB going up against Chester County Cougars. We're getting a late start here, so hopefully you're able to find us. We got 2 minutes on the clock, so we'll get started if you're checking in late. Coming up, yeah. Love to have you here. Yeah, it's nice. The goalies hate this because of the dark, and the players hate it. Like, if the puck comes up above the boards, the players can't see the puck. So, it's a nice arena. Imagine if it was full with people. Loud. All right, Generals getting ready to pick up the pucks, and we're going to get started here. We got some late night, Saturday night hockey, so we appreciate you joining us here after 10 o'clock. We're at the Ion Training Center in Loudoun County here in Virginia. So Richmond Generals taking on the Chester County Cougars coming out of Pennsylvania. This team is rated, the Cougars are rated an 88 in the My Hockey ratings. The Generals are an 86. So that puts the Generals in a statistical kind of two goal hole. But the Cougars earlier today tied the Valley Forge team that we're going to play tomorrow at 3:20. And that Valley Forge team is rating an 84, which would be 2 under the Generals. So we were all trying to figure out why Chester did Chester play down or did Valley Forge play up? So I'm looking here. This Chester team has like 18 kids on the bench. So either A, Valley Forge picked up somebody and they're playing strong, or B, it could also just be they've got too many kids on this Chester team. We'll see if we can take advantage of that we're going to rotate through the lines a lot faster than they will and get our top line back on the ice. Maybe we can kind of take advantage of it. And it also sometimes comes down to who's in goal. So Generals are going to have Cam Gaddis in between the pipes for this competition. Lucas Monroe taking the win 3-1 earlier today. Referees are calling for the whistle. We're behind the net, so a little blurry. We'll get this going. Got the full Generals lineup out here with the exception of Carson Repko, who's out with a wrist injury. So we're going to start with Bickmeyer takes the face-off and sends it down into the Cougars' end. Cougars trying to turn it around, picked up there by Judah Moore and Agello, who are your two defensemen. Cougars picking this one up quickly. Generals trying to clear off sides. Daniel Kim and Alexi Lugo are your other two forwards. Cougars send it deep back behind the goal. Picked up by the Cougars. Oh, wow, big late hit on Agello. No call there. We'll see how the calls go here. Another hit as Bickmeyer goes down, comes all the way around the boards, comes off at an odd angle. Bickmeyer trying to hustle to it. The Cougar goes down back behind the play. Good stick there by Krug, I think, who's on the ice. Oh, and we got a whistle. Krug trips up somebody. And I think that sounds like the goal come off the mount. I'm not sure. We're going to get a face-off to the left of Gaddis. Bobby Stewart lining up to take the face-off. Sends it back. Turn around by Bobby. Comes out to Krug. He's trying to feed it back to Bobby. I guess that was not a Bobby against the wall. This comes out to Tapscott. Tapscott trying to cut around the edge. Goes down into the corner. Tapscott held up. We're playing 3 14-minute periods. Comes back to Strode. Strode sends it in, deflected by Tapscott. Sent out the boards. Generals are going to have to hustle. Cougars might get to it before the icing call. Icing waved off. Centering pass goes through to the far side. Comes back. Stewart's going to put it up. Tries to chip it up to the wall, and it hits a Cougar. Cougars send it deep. They've got a guy behind the D. Takes it back behind the goal. Good body play there by Strode. Cougars still on the puck. Comes out, and Strode's got it. He looks down the ice, trying to find somebody. He's going to just chip this one with the 9-iron and put it up to neutral ice. Cougars in a line change. They send that one deep. It comes hard off the wall. Strode picking it up. He's going to put it up to the near wall to Peterson. Peterson can't get on the puck. Cougars turn it around through the neutral ice, and that's going to come down. Jeanette's going to try to work it into the corner. Comes back. Cougars still on the puck. It gets left at the goal line, back into the far corner. Picked up by Heil. He chips it up to Peterson. Peter trying to feed it up to Covington. Cougars going to hold it in the zone. They take it back in deep. Judah Moore takes a bump on the wall. Stays on his feet, that trying to get up to Peterson. Peterson across the red line. He's got Covington. Generals send this one deep. Goalie's way out of the crease. Comes all the way around the boards. Judah's going to try to center it, and Cougars get a good stick on it. They've got a guy at the blue line trying to come out, and they're going to put it deep and get a line change. Goes all the way around the boards. Ooh, little squeeze there as Heil and I can't see the other one. It's hard to read numbers through the netting. Covington tries to steal that one, can't get it. That one goes past Heil, and it's going to go the distance. Cougars are going to pick it up, no icing. Bickmeyer giving the chase. He goes to his left. Puck comes to our side. Kim's going to dig it off the wall, trying to center it. Bickmeyer calling for it. Bickmeyer meets it, sidesteps a hip check. Cougars on it. Kim almost got that one. Comes out of the zone. Agello backtracking. Little foot race there. Good speed here by this Cougar team. Gaddis sends that one down to the corner. Stick play there with Agello. He's getting tied up. Cougars centering this one just past Daniel Kim. The Generals had some great passes in the earlier game to set up some awesome assists, showing some good patience, but that game was much slower as the team was not going to the puck. The team we were playing. This team's hustling to the puck a lot faster. It was Blue Hens earlier. That one goes deep against the glass. Bickmeyer sends us down, picked up by Agello. Just bad passing right now. That one comes out into the crease. It's still loose. They're in the crease. It's like a huge scrum. Nobody can see that puck, and it's going to come all the way out and go the distance. Some late hits there. No calls by the ref. Cougars leaving it back at their own blue line as they come out of the zone. 9:56 remaining in the first period. They're going to send it all the way around. Bobby Stewart checking over his shoulder. Comes back out. General's trying to chip it up. That one comes out. Gaddis comes out of the cage. Oh, no. Oh, they hit the goalie. That'll be goalie interference. Gaddis comes out to play it, and they hit him. They're going to call goalie interference.
I thought the goalie could check.
Oh, they're going to call it on Gaddis?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because he went to check them. He says interference.
I thought they hit Gaddis. That should be on them. So that's interference on Gaddis coming out of the net, playing the puck. I guess Gaddis got beat and he kind of checked the guy. So Daniel Kim going into the box as Generals go on a penalty kill. I thought we were going to go on the... And they got a 3-minute, so they got a double minor on that, on the goalie. No, there we go. They got it fixed. I was a little bit like, wow. So we got... All right, now we're switching it up, and instead of Kim going in the box, they're going to put Krug in the box. All right, they got that straightened out. Stewart taking the face-off. That one's going to be outside the zone. So Generals killing off their first penalty here on goalie interference. But not like you'd think goalie interference. There's interference on the goalie. So 9:19 left to play. High stick there by Tapscott. That one on the pinch there by Jeanette. Cougars waiting for the team to clear the zone under their legs. 1 minute left in the penalty kill. Sent around hard by Strode. That one gets past the D. Stewart on his horse trying to beat the other guy. Good foot race there. So Stewart with a push from behind. Their bench wants a call on that. We got lucky there. Cougars send it deep down to the blue line. Shot cleared by Covington. Covington trying to get back on it, trying to feed it up to Heil. Heil trying to run now. It's got Covington going to the center of the... Heil can't get a good pass off there. Cougars trying to turn it around. Send it across. Heil trying to intercept it. Cougars back at the red line. 15 seconds left. That was the Generals on a short-handed, almost a break there by Heil. Comes across, Agello on the puck, 8 seconds left in the penalty kill. Agello's gonna chip it, goes off of a Cougar on the far side. He gets put up against the wall. And the penalty is up, and so Krug is on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 8 minutes to play in the first period. We're still tied 0-0. Comes up, Cougars doing some good long passes into the neutral ice. Nice behind the back pass. Oh, they can't pull the trigger on that. Cougars missing an opportunity and a shot that goes wide and around the boards in front of the Generals bench. Cougars sending it in. They're offsides. They'll have to clear the zone. 7:37 remaining in the first period. Judah Moore up against the boards, getting held, kind of getting ridden there. Cougars still on the puck, back behind the goal. Still back behind, centering pass. That one goes down to the corner. Cougars D steps in deep down into the corner. Still chasing. They're getting, Cougars are getting a line change back behind the play. Hit there by Daniel Kim to knock the guy off the puck. Generals are trying to get something here to clear. They should just ice it so they can get a line change. Judah going into the corner, can't get to the puck, comes to Lugo. Lugo gets it out of the zone, fighting. Gets taken down. No call there by the referees. These refs are going to let them play. 6:50 remaining in the first period. That one's going to come out. Daniel Kim's been on the ice for a while. He's got to go to the bench. Strode's going to send it over. He picks up Jeanette, it looks like. Jeanette loses the puck and just runs into the guy. Comes up and out of the zone. Bickmeyer going to pick it up, just turning around neutral zone. He loses it. Luckily, nobody's around him. Generals not looking clean right now. Jeanette back on the puck. Trying to get it past two Cougars. Comes over to Strode on the wall. Sends it back around to Jeanette. 6:15 remaining in the first period. That one comes out to Bickmeyer. He's trying to build some momentum. Oh, wow. And they're going to say offside. So a big hit right in front of the ref. As Bickmeyer gets up and smacks the ref in the face with a stick. That was unintentional, but very physical game right now. Refs are just letting them play.
What's that? It was offside.
So 6:08 left in the first period, still 0-0. Stewart coming out to take the faceoff. Krug to the near side. Tapscott on the left wing. Cougars send it across. 6 minutes to play in the first period. Gaddis back out of the cage again, trying to play the puck. Generals trying to break out, not getting a good pass there. And Cougars quickly turning that around. Comes out. Agello sends it out. They're off sides. And that one comes out to Tapscott. He gets taken down from behind. He's up trying to get off his knees. Gets taken down again. General still got it in the forward zone. Krug sends it down low. Tapscott trying to center. Stewart was just beyond the crease. Krug still on the puck. Sends it back to Tapscott. Stewart trying to get stick free, and that gets picked off by the Cougars. They're chipping it up. They send it the distance, and this should be icing. And we get the whistle. 5:14 remaining in the first period. We're still tied 0-0. We'll get a face-off to the right of the Cougars goalie. Peterson coming out to take the face-off. Covington to the right. Heil to left. Heil puts it on the stick. Gets it. Oh, wow. A shot there by Covington, and it goes into the chest of the Cougar goalie. Not enough time to find a corner there. A little too close for missiles. Had to switch to guns. Peterson takes that face-off again. Stuck in the face-off circle. Heil tries to come in and push. That one chipped up. Gets past Strode on the pinch. Goes down the left-hand side. No icing. Jeanette gets to the puck first. Takes it back behind the Generals' goal. Trying to get it out of the zone. Cougars turning it around. Takes a shot. I think Strode got a stick on that. Heil's on the puck. Doesn't get enough on that. And it goes up the boards. Cougars still in control. Cougars send it in deep. Strode chasing down into the corner. That's going to come all the way out. Covington's got it. He should be able to skate it out of the zone. Having some trouble. Takes it up the near side and just dumps it in. Doesn't get it very deep. This line's still on. Covington trying to get back. Heil trying to get back. Agello riding the guy down onto the ice. Cougars still circling the goal. Remember, they're working 4 lines here. Generals just got 3. And finally, we get a cover by Gaddis in the whistle. 4:09 remaining in the first period. See if the Cougars can keep up this pace. Both of these teams played earlier today. Cougars tied Valley Forge. Generals taking the win, 3-1. Stewart taking the face-off. Stuck, comes off of Moore. Cougars collect. Pull it back to the blue line, goes off of Stewart. He's got Tapscott to his left. Stewart going to his right. He's a lefty. He's got a hook in. He goes in tight. Oh, rebound comes off. Tapscott just out of reach, and we got a whistle. Not sure what the call was. So there's a penalty on the Cougars as they send a guy to the box with 4:04 left in the first period. Just scoreboard. Generals are the guests. Cougars are home. Cougars are in the white jerseys. Generals in the blue. Peterson taking that face-off, sends it over to Lugo. Lugo battling in the corner. Trying to get something free here. Woo, Lugo getting a late hit there. And the Cougars are going to send this deep down the ice. Cougars hustling down there. Remember, Cougars are shorthanded. Moore's going to pick up this puck. Cougars still pressuring. They're able to hold it in the zone shorthanded. Finally, it comes back out. We got 2 guys deep. Lugo's got a hustle. Sends it in. He dumps it. He's going to go back to the bench. Peterson got to pick this one up back behind the goal, trying to find somebody in front. We got to get somebody off the bench and hustle down there. Cougars are going to pick it up off the wall. 3:23 remaining in the period. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, no way. They're going to say no goal. Their own player ran into the back of the goal, knocking it off the mound. That should be interference. That's a delay of game. So they're going to say no goal on the Generals. It was before the whistle was blown, but they're going to say it was off the mound. But their player ran into it from behind the goal. I think Coach wants to talk. I don't blame him. At the very least, I think it should be a delayed game penalty. 43 seconds left on the power play.
That's not fun.
What?
I saw it going.
It went in, but the goal was definitely off, but they knocked it off before the play. It's like the guy just ran into it from behind the net, like he tripped. The ref is not going to give it to him. Should be the coach Stewart not happy with that call. These refs. Yeah. I mean, the Generals got to work again. Stewart taking it down low in the corner. 35 seconds left on the power play. They feed it to Krug. Back to Stewart. He gets hit from behind. Tap's got it. Now it's in. Tappy puts it in for the Generals. Got two Generals on the crease on the doorstep, and so they're taking advantage of the first power play for the Gens, and Tapscott puts us up 1-0 with 3:03 left in the first period.
Yes.
Way to fire back Generals. Heil is coming out to take the face-off. Covington to the near side. A little quick early jump there off the Cougars. The refs are going to have to watch behind the face-off. Get a whistle. You're saying it hit the net.
So does that mean it's out?
Yeah, it's out of play, and they'll just take a face-off. Usually the players are pretty good when it hits the net, but nobody... 2:56 remaining in the first period. Heil takes his face-off, trying to send it to Covington. Cougars coming down. Generals got to move their feet. Cougars bringing three guys down deep. Line. Puck goes back behind the net. Jeanette chasing down in the corner. Cougars still have it back, trying to center it. Heil and Jeanette, but the Cougars come away with it. Back to the point, send it back down in the corner. Jeanette trying to pick up a stick, get back into it, sends it back around. Lugo trying to get it up out of the zone, gets it across the blue line. Lugo's still on it, and he's going to send that deep. 2:17 remaining in the period. Generals lead 1-0. Oh, good stick play there by Heil. Sends that back deep. Oh, wow, they're just playing. What's it, Lugo back there? He's getting the face wash. Heil gets dropped. Little high hit there. This is getting very chippy. The refs, once they don't call some of these hits, oh no, that one goes off a shin guard. As Moore tried to put it in. Covington gets a late hit, comes back to Heil. Lugo going to the bench. Covington down deep in the corner. He's got Heil in front, trying to find Heil. Heil's trying with a backhand. Cougars clear. Generals pressuring, and that one's going to get out of the zone. Cougars, so as I was saying, when the refs don't call some of these hits, it just picks up a little bit. Sends it across. Goes over to Peterson. He's got Krug going down the right-hand side. Peterson with a long-distance throw, and the goalie gets the cover. With 1:21 left in the period, Generals lead 1-0. Yeah, through the first period, both teams get a feel for what the refs are going to call. And right now, they're just looking at hits, so we'll see what happens. Stewart coming out to get the face-off. Tapscott to his right. Comes back to Kim. Somebody's out of rotation right now. It might be Bickmeyer. I haven't seen Bickmeyer on the ice. He's taken a couple big hits. He took two big hits earlier today. And is there? Okay. So I think it's Bickmeyer's out of rotation. That's why Heil's taking the face-off. 1 minute to play in the period. Comes back, Tapscott with a shot. Blocker saved. Good shot there from 5 feet out. Good foot play there. But they're going to call a penalty on the Generals. They're going to call a slash. I think they're going to call a slash on Kim. Who's going to the box? Generals touched it, and they're going to send. So 50 seconds left. It's either Stewart or Kim. Saying Stewart on the slash. He's going to the box for 1:30. 50 seconds left in the period. Generals lead 1-0, but they got to kill one off right now. Now Stewart set out a third of the game earlier today because of a 2-10. Moore going, gets easy pressed up against the wall. Comes out, and Gaddis gets the cover. 44 seconds left in the period. Tapscott taking the face off. Won by Cougars. Goes off of a skate. Kim gets it across the blue line. Tapscott hustling it up. Kim can't pull the puck with him. Cougars turn it around at the red line, send it to the right-hand side. Cougars taking a shot, saved there by Gaddis. Tapscott trying to clear it, trying to send it deep. 25 seconds left in the period. Goes back behind, under the ref's legs, back to the face-off circles. Cougars are going to get a shot. They pass it across. Can't handle it, and they're going to go back to the point. Takes a shot, deflected in. The Cougars, with 10 seconds to go in the period, the Cougars are going to tie this up on the Generals penalty. So we're even here, 1-1. Generals got to stay out of the box. So with Bickmeyer out of rotation, he's sitting in the bleachers. His mom's talking to him. He took a stick up high. He took a hard hit in the latter half of that game, and he took a big hit in this game. We hope he's all right. The goalie tries to clear it and get it up. 1 second on the clock. That's our buzzer. So at the end of one, we're tied 1-1 here in Loudoun County. Goal by Caden Tapscott. So Generals running a relatively short bench are down to 11 right now.
Yeah, there's like Dr. Peterson over.
Oh, yeah.
The chill ones over there. They look like your bloody nose or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying the simulcast.
Oh, thank you.
I am. Like I say, I'm very much a hockey novice, so I'm enjoying your commentary.
Thank you. So the medical team looked like it's packing it up. I don't know if we're going to get Bickmeyer back on the ice. It's hard for me to see numbers through the netting. We're going to have Stewart come out and take the face-off. Krug comes out late to the face-off. Cougars trying to hustle it down onto the ice. They're going to the right. Oh, Gaddis gets a point-blank save there. Comes up to the wall. Krug's going to hustle it up. He's got Covington to the right. Krug passes it over to Covington on the front of the stick. Goes to the backhand, just wide of the net. Sorry, I didn't have that puck in the middle of the screen. Nice little move there. He just was wide by about 6 inches. Good opportunity there in the early seconds here, the second period for the Generals. 13:35 remaining in the second period as we're getting this started. A little stick play there by the Generals as that came across the ice, and it's going to be back to Krug. Again, he's got Covington to his right. Krug off the puck. Generals are going to have to clear the zone. That should be offsides. Puck inched across the blue line, and the Generals touched it up with two guys in the zone. That's what causes the whistle. 13:21 remaining. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone in front of the Generals bench. Peterson taking the face-off. Lugo and Kim are the other two forwards. That one just getting past Moore. He's on his horse trying to get back. Centering pass. Nice little play there by Peterson to get it out of the zone. Cougars send that through the neutral ice, not connecting. Lugo chasing this one down in the corner, and we're going to get a whistle for icing. .13:02 remaining in the second period. We're tied up 1-1. Peterson still on the ice to take the face-off. Comes out to center ice. One taken away by Kim. He's going to take it over to the right wall, bodied up against the boards. Lugo tried to get that one clear, and I think he hit one of our own guys. Chester, misplay. A couple bad passes right now as Chester's trying to settle in here. We didn't see them make too many bad passes in the first period, but they're having a tough time connecting. Let's see if the Generals can capitalize on this. They don't carry the puck forward. Comes back to Heil on the near side. He spins this one around. He whiffs on that pass. Generals don't look so hot right now either. Everybody. Ooh. Jello taking a big hit. Kimmer taking a big hit. Coach Stewart is giving the refs an earful here as our Generals are going down. That one just wide of the net, gets passed. Centering pass off of the stick of Gaddis down in the corner. Moore down there playing it. Stewart's going to start riding the coaches and see if we can get a call on one of these hits. That one's going to go the distance and we'll get an icing call. We'll go back down to the right. You know, it's kind of hard. Like earlier, all these hits, in the earlier game today, all of these hits would have been penalties. But tonight, they're not penalties. So it's just tough for these kids to go from game to game with inconsistent reffing. All right, Stewart taking the face off. Comes off. Good stick play. Heil's on the ice. He hops up. I think he blocked that shot. That one comes across the ice to the near side, and Chester's going to pick it up in their defensive zone. They try to take it off the glass to the red line. Stewart trying to get back. Taking the guy into the corner. Stewart goes down on a hip. That's got to hurt. Oh, I know they've got pads on, but when you land on your hip, that's hard ice. That one's sent around. He'll shake that off tonight. That one goes all the way into the corner. Schroeder lets it go past. Down in the corner. Ooh, nice little play there by Jeanette. He had a good assist earlier today, feeding Heil. Oh, that's a hit to the head. Stewart kind of took a shot to the back of the helmet. Chester back on the puck, trying to feed it up the boards. Comes off the little shot there by Tapscott. That shot went around the boards and it hit the red foam padding there on the corner and came right off, stayed in the zone. Good opportunity there for the Generals. We're down to 10:55 left in the second period. We're still tied at 1. Looks like Lugo's going to take the face off. We don't see him do too many of those. He's got Covington to his left and Krug to his right. I haven't seen Bickmeyer on the ice yet. A little twist there by Cougars. They try to take it down in the corner. Agello's on the puck. He's trying to feed it up to Covington. I don't see where the puck is. It's on the far side. Cougars send it in deep. A little chip shot there. Makes its way to Gaddis. Good centering pass there by the Cougars. They had a good opportunity there, and they sent that puck over the back of the net. 10:30 now remaining in the second period. Lugo working it up against the boards. Comes out. Krug trying to work this one, trying to get to it and chips it up. He's trying to find Covington. Covington's got some speed. Comes in tight. Takes a shot. Covington puts it in the net. 2-1 Generals. Woo. A great feed there up the ice by Krug, and some speed by Covington gets him around the D, and he beats the goalie this time. Generals up 2-1 here with 10:17 left in the second period. A lot of hockey left, but it's always good to be on top. Generals winning these battles. Peterson taking the face off. He's got Heil to his left, Kimmer to his right. Gotta make sure Generals move their feet. That Strode coming back for it. Don't want to give up a goal quickly here. Gotta fight this one hard. Take the energy out of the Cougars here. Heil trying to get it up the wall. Can't clear it. Peterson trying to finish it. Heil takes it across the blue line. Heil hustles to the red line and chips it in and gonna chase. Goalie's out of the crease. Comes around. A little chip in there by Jeanette. Feeds it back down to Kimmer in the corner. He takes a shot across. I think the goalie got something out on it. It's going to come out. Schroeder uses the foot to hold it in at the blue line. Chester got behind the D. They thought the puck was going to come all the way out. This time they are behind the D. They've got a run here. Jeanette trying to get back. Gaddis way out in front and gets the save. Gaddis way out in front of the crease, takes away the angle. We're going to go back the other direction. We're going to have to watch out that Chester doesn't get behind us. That's Peterson with a bouncing puck that goes to the goalie. It's in the crease and gets through. Comes all the way around to the near side. Heil tries to play it, and it's going to come all the way down. They're calling icing, and we get the whistle. Get a face-off to the right of the Chester goalie. 9:09 left in the second period. Generals up 2-1. Goals by Covington and Tapscott. Stewart taking the face-off. Ooh, good. Gets the puck from behind him. That one comes out of the zone. Agello's going to hold it while we clear. Tapscott sends it deep. Chester picks it up. They get it out of the zone. Agello on the deep pinch here at the red line. Judamore was protecting the goal. Stewart now looks like he's playing right wing. That comes out. Not sure what positions they're all in right now. Chester's going to hustle down. No icing. Centering pass. Good stick play by Agello. Sends it up. Generals get it up out of the zone. Stewart trying to glove it down to the ice. Generals got three guys going the wrong direction. This one's going to come way out. Gaddis gets that one and squeezes it between the pads. Woo! It had me nervous there. 8:41 left in the second period. Generals lead 2-1. Peterson taking the face off. Lugo going to go to his right. Comes back to Jeanette. He's getting harassed from behind. Puck goes around. Covington's going to get it the deep. Oh, they're going to call icing. I thought that was touched. I'm going to say no tip. We're going to get face off to the right of Gaddis. $8:29 left in the second period. Generals lead 2-1. Peterson staying on the ice to take this face off. Covington fakes false start there. Puck gets dropped. Peterson trying to feed it up. He's got Covington free. Oh, he holds it and skates it across the red line. Leaves it over to Lugo over in the wall. Lugo gets bodied off the puck. A little poke there by Jeanette. Keeps it in play. Goes to the far side. Chester goalie leaves that one. Goes back off the referee behind the Chester goalie. Up the far side. Strode trying to get back. 7:55 left in the second period. That one's going to go around the boards. Cougars going to take it off the wall. Sends it back into the corner. Jeanette trying to feed it up to Lugo. He gets bodied off the puck. Cougars have it. They're going to take a shot from the distance and gloved in by Gaddis, and we get the whistle. $7:41 remaining in the second period. Generals leading 2-1. Heil going to take the face off. He's got Kimmer to his left. Tapscott's the other forward. That one comes to the center. Generals able to get that one to go to the corner. Tapscott's going to slap at that one. Gets it out of the zone. Bouncing to Heil. He's the right. He's got it on the puck. He's got two defenders to beat. Low. Oh, sends it through the crease. Nobody there to help poke that one in the goal. Heil really leaning in on that one as he came around to his left. Heil back against the wall. Back behind the Cougar goal. Up off the wall. Kimmer with a little hook there. Gets away with it. Centering pass. Cougars send it in. Oh, Gaddis comes out to the left-hand side. Able to get enough stick on that one. Sends it back in high over the goal. Goalies hate this ring because when the puck goes up over the height of the boards, they can't pick it up with the black seats. Tapscott trying to work this one off the wall. Takes a little elbow to the head. Shakes that off. Agello's they're gonna touch that. Gonna get the hand pass. $6:49 remaining in the second period. Generals lead 2-1. Stewart comes out to take the face-off. He's got Krug to the near side, Covington to the far side. Covington trying to Goes back to Covington. They try to feed it back to Stewart, and it goes off a skate. Stewart trying to get it, and he feeds it back to Agello. Agello's going to have to come back hard. Comes out. Little touch there by Covington. Gets it out of the zone. Cougars are going to send it in deep. They're saying it was touched by the Generals, no icing. Generals can't clear it. Trying to pass it up. That's going to come out of the zone. Cougars back in the puck. That one's going to be gloved down by Stewart. Gets stood up. Cougars are just a frustrating play. It's good defense, but it's frustrating our guys. They're just moving a lot faster than what the Generals have seen in the past couple games. Comes around the boards. Cougars at the breakout spot. It's going to send it up. Gets past Agello. Going to go deep. No icing. Agello goes down on an edge. Hops up. Krug's going to try and hit across the ice. Can't connect with Covington. They're going to send it deep. Delayed offsides for the Cougars as they skate it out. It comes off the wall. Doesn't ride up to Krug. Still on the ice. General's got to get it. Just not a good bounce there. Covington again off of another skate, and it's still finally out of the zone. Generals were not getting a bounce there. That one comes off weird. Gaddis is behind the goal. It almost came out and came in front of the net. Comes out, centering. Gaddis gets a glove on it and gets the whistle. Woo! A lot closer than I'd like. 5:21 remaining in the second period. Generals lead 2-1. Lots of shots on goals both ways. Peterson up to take the face-off. Little back pass there by Cougars. They body off Tapscott. Cougars pick it up at the red line. They're going to bring it across. Looked like it was offsides, but no whistle, and Gaddis puts it back in the glove with 5:10 left in the second period. Peterson on the ice to take the face-off. Cougars send it back, goes off of Peterson's stick, comes back to the point for the Cougars, trying to get it in, look for the deflection. Stroder's in the corner. Peterson comes over to help. He's trying to get something on it. Cougars still on the puck. Good fight there. Gaddis all the way down in the butterfly. Comes out to Lugo. Lugo trying to skate it up. He's going to feed it over to Tapscott. Tapscott's got some speed. Looking for somebody. Trying to center it. Goes off of a player. The Cougars are going to try and take it. Peterson trying to back check there. Peterson going to just 9-iron chip this one back down the other end of the ice. A little knuckler there as we're down to 4:30 left in the second period. All the way up. Agello got a guy behind him. He's got to play that puck. Still working it. Cougars get past him. Stroder now trying to take away the pass and gets a stick on it and it goes to the far wall. 4:20 now remaining in the second period. Comes up. Lugo's going to just chip this one and try to get it deep. He's going to go to the bench. 4:13 now. In the second period, Generals lead 2-1. Kimmer trying to harass there, trying to get a stick on the Heil trying to stop it at the red line. Just swatting at it, but he gets enough. Forces the Cougars to send it down for an icing, and we're going to get a face-off the other end of the ice. Good disruption there by Heil as we're down to 4 even in the second period. I'm going to figure out pretty soon who got a nap today. It's getting late, and these boys have been working hard all day. Stewart taking the face-off. He's got Heil. Heil with a shot. Goes off of a boot. Agello's going to take a shot, and it's wide of the net. It's going to roll all the way around. Moore on his horse over to the wall. Puts it back down in the corner, trying to feed it to Stewart behind the net. It bounces over his stick. Comes to the near corner. Heil going to try to pick it up off the wall. They chip it up and over. Agello tries to use a foot and hold it at the blue line. Comes to Heil. He takes a shot. Looking for a deflection. It's still loose. Stewart thought he could get it out of the pads. Shot goes back behind the goal again. Kimmer trying to look for it. He still has, trying to fight the puck. Cougars still trying to change direction and get some space here. Stewart coming over to the wall, trying to pick it up. That one's going to be gloved down by Agello. It's outside the zone. That one's going to knuckle its way across the blue line. Generals clear the zone. 3:15 left. Kimmer almost got a steal there. I don't think he thought he was going to get it, so he wasn't really looking. Nice centering pass there. Does not come back to Kim. 3:07. We got an icing call. We'll go back down the other end of the ice. Keep the pressure on the Cougar goalie. Some chirping going on the ice. I'm not sure what people are talking about. Tapscott taking the face off. Covington to the left. Krug to the right. Jeanette and Moore, your two defensemen. Cougars are going to send that around the boards hard. It's going to come all the way around. They're going to say no icing. Jeanette picks up the puck at the goal line. Oh, he thought he was going to pass it. He had me fooled. They got a penalty coming on the Generals. I think Jeanette's going to get called. No? Who's going to the box? All right. Nope. Oh, had me worried. Cougars getting the penalty call here with 2:46 remaining in the second period. So Generals going on the power play. Everybody looks tired out there. Nobody's moving right now. They're like, going to take a breather. See if the Generals can get a goal here on the power play. Stewart coming out to take the face-off. Tapscott to his left, Krug to his right. Tapscott with the first goal of the game. Tapscott and Covington with the two Generals goals. Jeanette's going to walk this one across a wrister just wide of the net. Comes back down. Tapscott trying to pinch on the wall. Wins the puck. Oh, he gets boarded. No call on that as he goes down on the boards. He is up quickly. Stroder's got to hustle. Cougars shorthanded. Pressuring. Generals trying to pick up the puck. 2:18 left in the period. They send it across to Strode. 59 seconds left in the power play. They try to send it across to Jeanette. He gets hooked there, and he gets taken down to the ice. No call. Comes back to Krug. He's got Jeanette deep. Oh, little, I think, was it Stewart that tripped there? Oh, wow. And now we get a call, finally. They're going to take everybody down as Strode gets wrestled down to the ice. So we'll get a 5-on-3 for 39 seconds. All right, we're going to call a cross-check on the Cougars. They're trying to protest the call, but if you take three guys down. So Generals here with a good opportunity, 39 seconds, 5-on-3 to move this one to 3-1. A lot of tired guys out there. They're going to keep Stewart out there with Covington and Tapscott. Tapscott's going to go to the bench, and Krug's going to come on the ice. Jeanette and Strode are your two defensemen. See if we can win the face-off. Stewart wins it, sends it back to Krug. He shoots it, and it goes up high. Comes with a weird bounce off the glass. Covington collects it. He's got some time. Through the legs, over to the far side. And Stewart takes the shot. Stewart buries it with 28 seconds left in the 5-on-3. So Cougars will get one guy back, and Generals will stay on a power play for another 120. So a fantastic pass through the defender's legs. Covington finding Stewart on the weak side, and Stewart buries it. So Generals go up 3-1 with 1:44 left in the second period. Generals staying on the power play. It's going to get a D-line switch out here. Peterson taking that face off. Covington's on the puck, takes it up the near side. See if the Generals can stack on another one here. Jello over to Moore. Moore with a shot from a distance. Moore had a goal in the earlier game. Got a fantastic feed from Ben Krug earlier today. It's always great when your defense is racking up the points. Sending that up to Lugo. Oh, he gets hit. He loses his glove. He's still trying to put his glove on. He's trying to play with his feet. Comes out. Peterson's got it. Generals are on the power play for another 48 seconds. And the Cougars are going to be able to clear this. 1:07 left in the period. 42 on the power play. Generals sending that off the wall. Should be touched. Should be icing waved off. No whistle. Good play there by Peterson. 30 seconds on the power play. Comes back to Peterson. He's got Covington on the weak side of the goal. Sitting in front. Cougars comes back to the net. Generals got to move their feet. And the Cougars are going to send this one the distance. Gaddis comes out of the net to play it. He's going to send it deep, trying to find Covington. 10 seconds on the power play. Covington at the red line. He's going to get one more attack here. He's getting back checked. Circles around. 3 seconds on the power play. Gets a little bump from behind. Tapscott's going to send it over to Jello. Jello's going to take the shot, and it's going to be gloved by Cougars. They get the whistle. They got a clock. The clock's still running. I don't think they heard the whistle. 15 seconds left on the clock. They probably will have a delayed start because they ran off 3 or 4 seconds there. Generals leading 3-1 here as we come up to the end of the second period. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the penalty expired. Tapscott out to take the face-off. Hiles to his left, Kimmer to his right. They bring it back to Jeanette at the point. Does a nice little move around the forward, takes it down deep in the corner. General's got to watch. They don't get anybody behind him. Heil comes back to the blue line. Good that he did so. Here come the Cougars back the other direction. They get a shot on goal with 2 seconds to go in the period. Heil's up against the boards, and that's our whistle for the end of the second period. Generals leading the Cougars from Chester County, Pennsylvania, 3-1. Generals are back on the ice tomorrow, 3:20 in the afternoon. They're playing Valley Forge, and then if they end up in the top 4 teams, there's 6 in the division. We'll play sometime late Sunday night. I'm guessing a 10 o'clock game, 9:30 or 10 o'clock game. We will get that time posted. If we are playing, we will post the time on Facebook. All your games this weekend are going to be here on YouTube. Goals in this game are by Stewart, Covington, and Tapscott. 3 different guys from the 3 goals this morning. This morning we had Peterson, Heil, and Moore with the 3 goals. But I think what's really, as we come back from Christmas break, what we're really seeing here is much better passing from the Generals and setting up some of these goals. All right, we got one more period to play. 14 minutes on the clock. Referees want to close this one out. Everybody wants to go home. General's got to find 14 minutes of some focus here. Take one from this tough Chester Cougar team. They'll get a good night's sleep tonight. Get all the rest they need then. All right. Looks like we're going to have Stewart come out to take the face-off. He's got Krug to his left, Covington to the near side. Strode and Janetti are 2 defensemen. 14 minutes to play. Stewart wins it, leaves it for Covington. He drops it back to Jeanette. Jeanette trying to take it around a couple players. Gets the puck picked away. Good turnaround there by Covington. Sends it to the near side to Stewart, and he's going to send this one deep. Krug's going to try to pick it up off the wall. Got to get somebody in front. See if we can win the battle in front. Stewart's trying to sneak up there from the face-off circle. He looks like a little Ovechkin there, just waiting for the one-timer. Shot there off of the stick of Gaddis. It goes over to the far wall. Comes back out to the low slot. Shot off the post. And then kicked wide by Gaddis. Comes out. Woof, that was tight. Covington on the puck. Puts a little move on. Sends it over to the far side to Stewart. Stewart's got Krug to his right. Oh, that's a complete takedown. And they got the call. There should be the whistle. So Generals go on the power play here. We're just about 1 minute into the third period. Generals lead 3-1. Generals getting the last goal on a 5-on-3 power play. Stewart burying the puck in the back of the net with a pass coming from Covington. They're going to call a hold on that. So we're going to get Peterson out to take the face-off. Lugo to the right, Heil to the left. Comes back to Agello. He's going to take a quick wrister. Peterson with a little backhander. That's left pad saved there by the goalie. Lugo down in the corner, gets buried into the glass. Lugo's a tough kid and takes a lot of hits. Goes around. Agello on the pinch, and Cougars are going to send that one deep to Gaddis, who's going to just tee that up for, I think it's Moore. Going to send it up the wall just out of reach of Peterson. That one's going to be now Agello. It's going to skate it all the way up. Agello goes for the forehand. Almost snipes that one. The goalie wasn't expecting it and got the glove up on the left-hand side and pulls it out of the corner. 57 seconds left on the Generals' power play. 12:24 left in the third period. Generals lead 3-1. Generals got to play hard. They need to play a full 14 minutes here. They can't sit on this 3-1 lead. Chester's going to be coming at them hard. Stewart tying up that puck. Brings it back to Strode. Strode across to Jeanette. Jeanette trying to fight. Keeps it at the blue line. Walks it around. He's a right-hander. He's going to leave that for Krug. Krug's going to send it back to Strode. Strode in the slot sends it to Stewart. Back over to one-timer! Oh! And the goalie kicks off the goal off the mounts, and it's tough because we don't use the same pro level mounts which goes deep into the ice, so as the goalie pushes off, but it's just sometimes you get some momentum going there and all of a sudden it's just sapped away when they've got to blow the whistle because the goal's off the mounts. All right, 34 seconds left in the power play. Stewart wins it, draws it back to Strode. Strode sends it down in the corner, almost takes the head off the referee. Down low, back behind the goal. Body's up against the glass. Krug going to try to chip it up to Stewart. And Cougars come away with it. They're going to skate with it. Short-handed, a little drop pass there. They've got two deep. Cougars are going to take it back to their D and take some time off the clock. 8 seconds left on the power play. Cougars are going to wait for the guy to come out of the box. They chip it in deep. No icing because it was 2 seconds before the penalty expired. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Strode's going to send it around to Kimmer. Kimmer turns on that puck, sends it up. Held to the blue line, back in play. Cougars get a shot off. Tapscott trying to work it down low. And he's going to send that one up to Kim. Kim at the breakout spot. He falls in front of the bench. Leaves it at the red line, trying to kick it forward to Tapscott. Tapscott's got two to beat. He takes it in low. I think he takes it off the back of the net, and it goes up against the glass. Comes up to the near side. Judah Moore trying to stop the puck at the red line. Cougars bringing it into the zone. Cougars come through the low slot. Backhander. Played to the wall there by Judah Moore. Down in the corner. Tapscott working it. Comes back to the Cougars. They take a shot off the shoulder of the goalie and off the top of the net. And the Cougars claw one back and makes this a 3-2 game with 10:35 remaining in this third period. They're not going to give up and go down quietly. They tied their earlier game 3-3, and I'm not sure whether they had to fight back on that one. Generals got to stay in this. They got a lot of hockey left. 10:35 to play in the third period. Generals now leading 3-2. Running a short bench here with Bickmeyer out with some unknown injury. Cougars quickly bringing this back in, goes through the crease, goes to Lugo. He's going up the far side. He's got Peterson to his right. Oh, and Lugo gets dropped. That's it. There, he got the call. They got the call. So Generals will go back on the power play. I could hear everybody at home screaming for the tripping call. Yelling at your phones and the monitors and the TVs. Totally understandable. 10:18 remaining in the third period. Generals go back on a power play. They're leading 3-2. They need another one here. Bobby Stewart coming up to take the faceoff. He's out there with Krug and Tapscott. Tapscott on the puck now. Walking across, sent to the Strode. Stroder's overdue for a goal. That one from Tapscott, and I think it goes up in the netting. It's going to sit above the glass. They'll have to get another puck. Let's go, Jens! Bobby Stewart up to take the face-off. Krug to the right. They play it in. Cougars trying to clear it. Comes back to Strode at the point. He's going to put it back to Krug. He tries to center it. Doesn't make it to Tapscott. And the Cougars are going to send that one long distance to Gaddis. He's going to play it off the wall. Back behind the goal! Wow. We got to work on that. Oh, the Cougars turn it around short-handed. They're going to come in. They're going to take a shot, and that's a blocker save. Comes back off the wall. Cougars short-handed still for another 50 seconds. They've way too much pressure here from a short-handed situation. Generals are on the power play. We got to take it down to the other end of the ice. Jeanette kind of skate this one down. They're offsides, no call. Could expect the Cougar bench to be yelling about that one. Krug sends that back to Tapscott covering the blue line. He's going to just take his time, sends that over to Schroeder. Schroeder with a wrister! Through traffic. I heard a stick, and it bounces over into the corner. 18 seconds left in the power play as this one's going to scoot. Gaddis is going to come back out and play it. He drops his stick. Just sitting on the ice. They're going to send it over to Strode on the near side. 6 seconds on the power play. Generals unable to do much here. Got a couple of chances, but almost gave one up short-handed. Agello playing this one. We got 8:42 left on the clock. Generals leading this 3-2. This is going to be a nail-biter all the way to the finish. Heil trying to steal that one. Circles around the goal. Comes all the way out to Moore. Moore chips it down low. Cougars back on that puck, and they're going to bring it across the blue line. Heil getting that puck. Cougars back on it. Send it back down in the corner. 8:19 left in the third period. Moore trying to circle it. Cougars trying to get to it. They're going to leave it there for Peterson. Heil's on it. He's got his forehand going. Goes down low. He's centering pass to Peterson, and he can't get on it. Just one step off. I don't know if they held his stick. Heil trying to spin and turn. That one's in the slot, and it comes all the way out to Agello. We're under 8 minutes to play in the third period. Agello walking this one in. Heil kind of trying to come to the slot. Nobody's in front. 3 guys below the goal line now. In front of the crease. Cougars trying to clear it. They send that all the way up. That should be icing. If it makes the goal line, Moore's got to play it before the goal line. He sends it off of Covington's foot. Agello sends it back behind the goal. Kimmer comes up to the wall. Try to help. Centering pass goes all the way through to the far side. 7:25 left in the third period. Cougars on the puck. They got a guy on the weak side. They got to go short. They go to the short side, and Gaddis has the post covered and gets the whistle with 7:16 left in the third period. Generals leading 3-2. Kind of glad he took that shot. I heard one of the Cougar parents say that it was wide open on the far side, and he was. Tapscott taking this face off. Moore going to the bench. Cougars trying to find an equalizer here. Generals just doing what they can to keep the puck out of the goal. Gonna come up. Covington trying to get it. Cougar player goes down on his own. We get a little knuckler that's trying to feed it up to Kimmer. Kimmer with a spin. He's trying to get on. Kimmer taken down into the boards in the corner. Kimmer trying to look for somebody in front. Can't get it to Tapscott. Cougars going to chip it up here to neutral zone. Jeanette goes down behind the play. Jeanette's clear. We're out of the zone. Tapscott's going to chase it. Force Cougars played into the corner. Kimmer's going to come down hard. Cougars going to clear it. 6:39 now to play in the third period. Got just under a half a period of hockey here. Left to play here in Loudoun County. Good little play there by Krug. Krug's got one to beat. He's beat him. He leaves it for Kim. Kimmer's on the forehand. He shoots it wide of the net. Oh, a little short side play there. Oh, wow. Come on, that's a call. Kimmer was just laid out on his back on the ice. No call. Shot there. That goes wide of the net. Comes back to Bobby Stewart. Bobby sidesteps a big hit there. Judamore in on the deep pinch. There's a stick on the ice. That one's going to come all the way out. Cougars are going to send this one down ice. With the snow, I don't think it's going to have anything for no icing. Just under 6 minutes to play. Cougars with a good pickup there in the neutral zone. Going to quickly bring that back down the ice. Agello working it back behind the goal. Sent around. Stewart ready for the hit. Sends it up the wall. They got a penalty coming up here. Delayed oh no, I said they were offsides. I thought it was a penalty. Heil working it back down in the corner. We're down to 5:30 left in the third period. Generals leading 3-2. Comes up to the near side. Cougars trying to get the break out there. Strode should have this covered. Shot. Gaddis having to make the save. Centering pass goes off a skate. Comes out for the rebound. A shot off the post. Comes out. Another shot wide of the net. Cougars with another shot deflected. Goes open to the glass. 5 minutes to play. Cougars just firing the shots here. Generals, somehow, Schroeder putting a guy on the ice. Back down in the corner. Moore on the puck, trying to feed it up to Lugo. He's trying to clear it. No, that's a head. No call. I think they're saying, I don't think it matters, but a shot. And it went up on the netting. Wow. Lugo taking a big shot to the head and no call on that. Willie's giving the refs some lip down there in the corner. 4:40 left in the third period. Generals leading 3-2. Peterson taking the face-off, comes back down in the corner. Comes back out to Peterson. He's got Tapscott up ahead. He's got Covington to the right. Peterson's going to send that one in. Oh, wow, the goalie plays it. He was out of the net. Almost put it in his own net. Comes out bouncing. Stroh's got hold the defensive line. Does back pass there by Cougars. Goes into the corner. Cougars back on the puck. Loose in front. And they got it. Gaddis gets it covered, laying out on the ice. 4:14 left in the third period. Generals leading 3-2. Parents are trying to give their advice to the referees on everything they can think of. I've heard slashes, I've heard hits. That one comes back out to Tapscott. He's going to run this one down the ice, finds the red line, dumps it in. 4 minutes now to play in the third period. Generals leading 3-2. Heil gets pushed back into the Cougar bench. Cougars playing the puck deep in their zone. You can expect them to pull the goalie to get the extra skater. They probably won't do it till we're down about 2:30. That one comes down to Jeanette. He gets late hit and gets dropped on the ice. This one sent over to Tapscott at the red line. He doesn't play the puck. He thought he was going to get hit. Cougars turning it around, sends that wide of the net. Goes down to Jeanette. He's going to be ready. Jeanette taking a big hit. Heil trying to get it out of the zone. Cougars turn it around. They dump it in. They're offsides. It's going to come down to a jello. Cougars cleared the zone. We're down to 3:30 to play. Puck goes over. Stewart's on. He's got Covington to the right. Covington calling for it. It's on Covington's stick. Oh, Covington with a great shot. And the goalie puts it in the leather. Gets the whistle. Both of these teams are fired up. Clock's down to 3:15. Generals leading 3-2. Face-off will be to the left of the Cougar goalie. Stewart taking the face-off. Krug to the right. Covington to the left. Moore and Agello, your two defensemen. Stewart wins it, goes over to the wall, comes back to Stewart. He's going to turn it. 3:10 to play. General's got to keep it in this zone to keep the goalie stuck between the pipes. Krug trying to get to it. Bodied up by the Cougars. Cougars trying to clear the zone. Get it across the blue line. They feed it up one. Good play there by Judah Moore to get that up. Gets it deep. Turned around quickly by the Cougars. We're down to 2:50 to play. Generals a little back check. Cougars trying to go to the forehand. It's free. Rebound. And the Cougars put an equalizer on the rebound. Cougars even that up 3-3 with 2:40 to play. All right. Did not want that to happen. Let's go, Gens! Gens need some momentum now. They need a bounce. No, Cougars tied earlier. They'd have 2 ties. That's not the worst thing in the world for the Gens. Gens just don't want to take a loss here. They've got to get a puck down deep. Got to play it. Get a bounce. Feed it up. Coming up to Lugo. Lugo going to chip and chase. He's going after it. Cougars go down around the play. We're down to 2:25 left in the third period. Both goalies are between the nets. Nobody's coming out. That fed out. Oh, wow. Kimmer with a shot, and somehow it's deflected wide. Back behind the goal. Cougars on the puck. 2 minutes now to play in the third period. They've got a guy breaking loose, coming down. That one gloved by Gaddis. Still loose. That one pad save. General's got to go to the puck. Schroeder on it, trying to get it out of the zone. Finally, Stroder's trying to just clear it. 150 left to play. They somehow have a guy sitting by himself on the blue line and a blocker save there by Gaddis. He keeps us 3-3. General's got to keep playing. 140 and a little play there by Covington clears it out of the zone. Cougars, somebody's got to find some legs. Ignore the burn. Stroder coming back. He sends it over to Agello. Agello chips it up to Krug. Got to get it out of the zone, guys. 1:23 remaining. Comes back to Krug. Stuck at the red line. Comes back. Now we got the Cougars overskating the puck a little bit. They feed it to Covington. Covington back to Stewart. Through a lot of traffic. Comes back to Strode. I think coach is going to make sure he keeps one defenseman back at that blue line. We'll take a tie. Just don't want a loss. 1 minute to play. 1 minute to play. Goalie comes out deep. Comes to Covington. You should get passes to Stewart. Stewart got the centering pass to Krug. Puck was in the air. Comes across. Sent in the corner by the Cougars. They're on the ice. Chipping. It's free. Oh, he gets the left pad on it. 41 seconds to play. It's going to come back. Cougars sending two. Can be turned around. They drop it. They leave it for Covington. Covington back to Stewart. Stewart on the forehand shot. Glove save. 30 seconds to play. Generals bringing some firepower here, trying to find a go-ahead in the waning seconds. I think Generals called a timeout. Stewart needs to get his number one line, just a little bit of a breather here. "30 seconds on the clock. We're tied up 3-3. We've got some great Saturday night hockey here. You're getting rewarded for staying up a little bit later tonight. General's back on the ice at 3:20 tomorrow. Against Valley Forge, another Pennsylvania team. A lot of Pennsylvania teams down here. A bunch from Pittsburgh, a bunch from the Philly area. Whew. See if Coach Stewart's got some magical play he's going to draw up here. I see the assistant to the assistant coach, Tim Moore, on the bench as well today, helping out. I think I see Bickmeyer. He went to the locker room and he has changed. Technically, should have a helmet on.
Let's go, Jens!
All right. Face-off will be the left of the Cougar goalie. Generals are going to send out Stewart, Krug, and Covington. Strode and Jeanette. 30 seconds here to get a winner. Stewart, face-off, stuck in the face-off circle. Trying to break it free. Comes out. General's got to get back. Stroder coming back deep. Shot! Blocker save dropped and covered by Gaddis. So we're going to get a face-off on the Generals' end of the ice now with 17 seconds to play. Stroder getting some coaching from his dad in the bleachers. Now, another timeout. Oh, it must have been the Cougars that took the other timeout, but this is going to be Stewart's going to take a timeout. I think they're both exhausted. I think they're just trying to get their guys a breather here.
We were talking about at least it's not football. 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Takes an hour. I'll be there for dinner in 5. You know, there's only 30 seconds on the clock. Yeah. All right. It's not basketball either. Save us from basketball. Gosh. 3 seconds in basketball can take 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. It's like, come on, guys, the game's over. 17.2 on the clock. General's got to win a face-off and get this puck down the other side. Referees are calling for the boys. Face-off will be the right of Gaddis. Cougars, both teams are fired up here, trying to get their guys on the ice. A little bit more legs. Stewart coming up to the face-off circle. Comes out, They feed it up to Krug. Krug's going to try to take it down. Glove down to the ice by Cougars. 15 seconds on the clock. Cougars got a guy sneaking to the backside. Little stick play there. Centering pass goes past everybody. Comes back out to the point. Shot deflected. Blocker save there. Oh, Stewart trying to get a stick on it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and this will be our game. Oh, come on, the blue. That was a shot after the buzzer. So Generals will take a tie here. So this isn't bad for the Generals. They've got now 1 win, 1 tie, and the Cougars have 2 ties. So this will put the pressure on the Cougars in their 3rd game tomorrow. They've got to get a win. Again, 6 teams in the division. 4 will move on to the playoffs. I don't know if there's a consolation for 5 and 6. But a game tomorrow at 3:20. We will get the times posted for the evening game as soon as we have it. That'll probably be sometime around 5 o'clock tomorrow. Good handshake here. You know, a hard-fought battle here, but a lot cleaner than the game earlier where it was really chippy, and this was just tough and physical. All right, we got the drive to the hotel. We hope you have a fantastic evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting Richmond Generals hockey. We'll catch you tomorrow.